Hi there, I'm Jay Angel for The Fishing Show. Today we're going to be fishing on the Rock River in the vicinity of Oregon, Illinois for smallmouth bass and walleyes. With me today I have a good friend of mine and professional walleye trail pro, Dwayne White. Dwayne is one of the foremost authorities on this section of the river that I know. So what do you think, Dwayne?
I think it's a beautiful day, and the fish, I think I hear a few calling.
Sure.
You hear them, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to do pretty good today.
You know, Dwayne, one thing that impresses me about the Rock River is the amount of big walleyes that are caught here.
Yes, there's 15 to 20 fish over 9 pounds caught here every year. Real nice fish for a river this size.
That's just great. And what about the smallmouth bass fishing?
Smallmouth bass fishing is increasing. There's a lot of numbers. The large ones are a little hard to come by, but you get a lot of numbers.
And why don't you talk a little bit about the regulations for smallmouth bass here?
The smallmouth bass, recently, well, in the past, I believe it's about 5 years, there's a no creel limit, so it's all catch and release. And it has helped the bass population here, and hopefully it'll continue to help in the future.
Well, that's just great. Well, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. What we have here is textbook smallmouth area. Right down there's the Rock River. The body of water we're on right now is known as Kite Creek. As you can see, the shoreline, we have a riprap shoreline, a confluence of a river. I am really excited about catching some smallmouth. How about you, Dwayne?
I'm ready. I've been waiting all week for this.
I have too. We're casting the shoreline with small jigs right now. I believe, Dwayne, you're using two 32nd ounce jigs?
Yes.
With white tubes. I'm using a 32nd ounce jig with a pumpkin seed colored tube. I'm just kind of casting it in what I call little areas. A little area is just anything that, like up here on the shoreline, you have a bunch of rocks. Smallmouth love to hang around rocks. Their natural quarry is a crawfish, and that's exactly what I'm imitating right here. Just a small little crawfish. Let's throw it in there. See if we can't come up with a fish.
These rocks and riprap that is along the bank here are always real prime spots for smallmouth. I've done real well here in the past, and Jay, I'm hoping I'm putting you on some fish today. What are you thinking? I'm lying to you?
I'm working hard trying to catch one.
Well, as long as you don't go thinking I'm telling you stories.
Oh, this is great smallmouth water. Looking at these rocks. The water's a little clearer in here than it is in the main river. There should be all kinds of smallmouth bass just stacked up on these rocks. I'm thinking you're using small stuff. I'm going to use a big.
It's always good to experiment.
Big stuff.
Because what we caught them on last week doesn't necessarily mean we're going to catch them this week with it. Same thing.
Where are we right now, Dwayne?
Well, we're just above the east of Daysville Bridge on the Kite Creek, and this is one of the hottest spots on the whole system here, as far as I'm concerned.
What makes it that good?
Well, you got a combination of rocks. You got a bend in the creek channel up here. You got a lot of laydowns. And look at me, I got a nice mess. Come on, Jay, it's your turn to get a fish.
I'm trying. Boy, does that look good with that rocky shoreline?
Yeah.
Just up here.
Yeah, we got a combination of structure here. There's some big boulders underwater up here, and the rock shoreline, and a lot of wood on the rock.
Water? How deep's the water through here?
The water is roughly 4 foot deep right through here. And, the bottom changes just above us. It's kind of a little rapid, and everything above that is sand. And then this rock through here and below us is a combination of mud and sand. This is a prime area for smallmouth.
What I'm using is called a tube jig. Tube jigs are very good for smallmouth bass. This one right here is made by ISG, Innovative Sports Group. The way I use a tube jig, I have a darter head right here. I take the darter head and push it up into the tube. Like that. After I get it up there, I push the eye through. Now I have this 4-inch tube jig. That's green pumpkin color, heavily salted and garlic flavored. This will work in any water. I've caught fish in small creeks like I am right here. And also I've caught fish on Green Bay. And just about everything in between. In cold water, it seems that the tubes that are more heavily scented, like this one is, will work much better. In warm water, it doesn't seem to matter quite as much. Let's see if I can get one here.
Yeah, right now I'm using an 1/8 ounce jig. I'm just using a plastic bait. It's called a twister tail. And today with overcast, I like to go with dark colors a lot. I know that that's just reverse of what most people do, but for some reason, sometimes it works. And maybe it's just being something so much different. This body of water, it's a great body of water to wade on. You can take a small tackle box with jigs, twisters, tubes, small baits, and you can really have a lot of fun.
Wait till we catch one.
Okay. We only got a few seconds here, so hurry up.
We're out here right next to Loudon Rock. We're sitting in 19 feet of water. We're casting up into 2 or 3 feet of water. And what this area is there's a lot of round boulders down there. And we're bouncing our jigs right off that. We have 3/8 ounce jigs with twister tails, and we're tipping them with night crawlers. Dwayne just had a bite. Something just bit off his twister tail. I don't know about you, Dwayne, but I've never seen anything able to do that except walleyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting here too. Jay, you might not want to hear this too much, but the last time that you were supposed to come, and
Yeah.
you didn't make it, you remember what I told you about my buddy?
Yeah, his second cast.
Second cast, 10-pound walleye right here.
Yeah,
Teach you, huh?
good for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't rub it in though either, would I?
No.
Yeah, the fish are here. Normally here we can get a combination of smallmouth or walleye.
How about catfish, Dwayne?
This is a real good catfish hole also. Not exactly in the area we're fishing. Over my shoulder there's a 21, 22 foot hole and it's a big eddy. And if you fish the main channel out on the other side of the hole, above this hole, it's real good for large flatheads.
Channel cats?
Channel cats, not quite as good here, but
Okay.
above the hole, as the water gets a little shallower, is better. They catch a lot of numbers above this. They've caught, I don't know, I haven't kept track this year on the weight on this particular area. Last year they had some 45 pounders come out of here.
Wow, that's a big fish.
That's a big fish in anybody's book.
Yes.
You imagine getting that on something like light line like we got here?
Oh, it'd be fun.
I'm afraid we probably wouldn't have much of a chance of getting it in, but we'd know what it was. We're pretty close to what we thought it was.
Yeah.
We think we were pulling the plug out of the bottom of the river, huh?
Oh, yeah. All right, Dwayne.
What are you thinking, Jay? What do you figure that is?
I haven't seen any head shakes yet.
No, I haven't seen any head shakes either, and there's normally a lot of sheep in here.
Oh, no.
Let's hope it's not a sheep. Oh, it's no sheep.
That's not a sheep.
Nope. Oh, we got a net in this boat again. Ah, we won't net him.
You get him close, I'll get him in.
Nice walleye.
All right.
Nice rock river walleye there. You figure 17 inches, Jay? Maybe 18?
Yeah, I'm gonna show him to the camera.
Yeah. Nice eating walleye. That's what the Rock River's all about right there. That's some real nice smallmouth.
I'm gonna go ahead and release him, Dwayne, if you don't mind.
Sure. That's great.
There he goes. He's no worse for the wear. Good job.
Yeah, that one wanted it.
Did he hit it hard?
Oh, he hit hard, yeah. There was no mistaking that hit. And come at it.
Yeah.
So I had to pull in slack before I ever set a hook. That always makes it a lot more interesting too, don't it?
Yes.
Well, Dave, this is that last cast here. Why don't we head up the river here and try another spot?
So where were you thinking?
Well, there's railroad trestle upriver here a little bit, and a nice pier below it. It's always been fairly good to me this time of year. Give that a try, huh?
Okay.
Well, looks like it was time to get that a try anyway, huh? Yeah, generally, Jay, this little eddy right here produces pretty well in the fall.
What do you generally catch here?
Well, it's a combination. The walleye are normally in here about this time of year. We might be a little bit early, but smallmouth are here pretty much all year round. This is just one kind of a hole in between a bunch of shallow areas. Above us is probably only the deepest water be 3 feet, and we're in about a 14-foot hole right here.
Wow. So right underneath the boat, huh?
Yeah, and from the boat in, which is the hole. And of course you can see the rock up above. That's pretty much what's on the bottom here too. There's a few boulders that stayed there through the years, and those fish really like it. The next spot we're going to go to it's a stopover, and it's only good for about 5 or 6 weeks out of the year. Real prime structure. There's an 18-foot hole and a lot of bars on each side. There's a narrow down through the center for the current to cut through. So I caught my first 10-pound walleye. Hopefully we can do it again today.
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
Of course, we'd probably be pretty satisfied with 3 or 4 also, wouldn't we?
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to catch my 10-pound walleye in this river.
Well,
Keep seeing all the pictures.
hopefully today will be the day.
Hearing the stories, you know.
Start getting real shallow now, so I think we'll go ahead and pick up and head up to our next spot. And do a little jumping around here, see if we can locate some fish. And
Okay.
hopefully we'll do the right thing to make it work. Drops off real quick right there on the outside. And in fact, that's where I got my first 10-pound walleyes, right there.
Right in here?
Right here. Right on the bottom, right on the edge of this point behind us, Jay. Yeah. We've dropped in a couple of big boulders over the years. And those fish like to stay right behind them. We've waxed them off. Yeah. It's nice and low. Underneath these trees, Jay, there's a nice rock bar that comes up out of this 16 foot of water pretty much straight up, and through the years we've put a little bit of structure of our own in there. We've brought a piece of riprap at a time down, and those fish really like that. They get right in behind that riprap. We've caught a lot of fish out from behind those probably 8-10 pieces of rock we put in there.
Right underneath that tree right there?
Yeah. Good cast. Perfect cast.
Thank you.
Where that landed is probably about 5 feet of water, and where we're setting is 16. Work down that drop off. This is one of the hottest areas on this river in the fall.
Hey, why don't you tell us how you get it out of the tree so good like that?
Best way is to just not throw into it.
It looks like you've had years of practice, though. They come out pretty slick for you.
Yeah. Just take it right up to the branch. Flick of the wrist.
Backyard practice usually helps me on that.
I get plenty of underwater practice for that.
Jay, what do you think about just 1 or 2 more quick casts in here? There's a little bit of a rock bar right behind us, and we'll slip up by the dam.
Yeah, you know I'm all for dams.
Yeah?
I know. I've always had them. You can usually pull a fish out of a dam and you can't pull a fish out of anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I love fishing underneath dams.
Well, I think you're absolutely right about that, because it keeps the water stirred up. The bait fish are always active there.
Yeah.
And of course, with the fish we're after, they're after that moving bait. They're also after the bait that's stunned a little bit when it comes over the dam. They're waiting right there for a free meal.
Also, I always think there's a resident population of fish that live underneath dams all year long.
Well, we'll make this our last cast and slip up there, buddy.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Took my photo though.
Oh, yeah.
We had just arrived up here at the dam on Wayne's second cast. We hooked into a little sauger.
Yeah, up here at this dam, there's a lot of little drop-offs, and everything's rock up here. These fish are up here. They're putting on the feed bag for fall. There's a lot of these small fish like this. This is about a 14-inch sauger. A nice fish to catch.
Sauger?
I am too. And I'm on the bottom a lot quicker, like I wanted to be earlier. There was so much dead water before.
Yeah.
Typically up on top of this bar, but they're moving up and down. I don't normally ever catch them in that real deep water out there, but one time you get them with a crankbait here, next time, most of the time though, it's jig. I don't know how you are, but river fishing, that's jig. Yes. Gee, you're awful quiet. You concentrating that
I
much?
always be quiet when I fish.
Yeah? You get too serious.
That's the only time they'll ever see me quiet. Oh yeah, good job. Making a good...
We want to get this in the boat. Well, I don't even know what it is. Might even be a sheep. You never know. No, I think it's a walleye. Yeah, it's a little walleye. Yeah, good deal. Go ahead there, huh? I can get it. Another nice walleye. Nice. What do you think, Jay? 16-incher?
Yeah, hold that up for the kids.
Ooh. Don't do that. Don't want to hurt the poor little guy.
Hold that up for the kids.
Another nice 16-inch walleye. Anytime a guy can get 3, 4, 5 of these a day, it's a great day. What do you think, Jay?
It's beautiful fish.
Yeah,
Man, look at that.
they're healthy, aren't they?
Good job, Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, Jay.
nice, big, healthy. Colorful. Not like Lake Erie walleye.
Actually, I was just showing you that to make sure you knew what one looked like. Now, you've been so intense all day. You had that coming. I normally never give that to anybody. I'm serious, I don't. But you've been so serious on me all day that
It's the only time I'm serious.
even if you had to grin on that one, you didn't want to, but you did, didn't you? He wasn't out here very far.
Oh, he wasn't, huh?
I only had 20 feet of line out. Got one? Good deal, Jay. Told you it was your turn. Well, that's okay. Oh. Sorry. Oh, no problem. Good deal, Jay. Oh, that's 14-inch fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or real close.
Nice little walleye. He was right up next to the boat, just like you told me.
Good job. I just had to give you a hard time before you got
yeah.
him, huh?
You got me mad, so I was out there. And he wasn't even, I mean, I was out that far.
Yeah.
Well, just like you said, he snapped.
Yeah.
I like when they snap like that. And it's a lot of fun.
So, Jay, what'd you think of that place I promised you all those smallmouth today?
Well, Kite Creek is a beautiful area. It's textbook smallmouth water. The fish were there. I think it was just a bad day. I could ponder it for hours why we didn't catch fish, but the fact is we didn't.
Right.
So then we went to the dam.
Yeah. And we did a little better there.
Yes, I love saugers. And you put us on them.
Well, and then we come back to Loudon Rock, and we both got a couple of fish there. That
Yeah, just like you always tell me, the fishing is better on the rock in the afternoons. And we caught walleyes in the afternoons at Loudon Rock. But you know, all in all, it wasn't a bad day.
No, it was a good day.
And thank you for having me out here again.
Thank you for coming, Jay.
Once again, I'm Jay Angel, Dwayne White for the Fishing Show.